Hello guys, again here, and today I wanted to talk a bit more about the scanning window, about the new scanning window. I know I did already like an 11-minute rant, pretty much, about this new map, because I don't think it's very good. I don't want to just spew out arguments without actually finding them, so that's why I wanted to do some scanning science with you guys. So, as far as the science goes, we start with a really pleasant thing that there's no movement handles. You actually have to press Alt once. I don't know if that's a new bug or something, but it's for new players. Definitely, they're not gonna know that. So I have scanned down this particular signature over here. This one, it is an unstable wormhole. It's right there. So I know it's for a fact it's right there. And I'm just going to compare the previous scanning mechanics to the new ones. So, when I have one probe on it, it should show me a sphere that is exactly the same size or approximately the same size as the probe that it's touching. So, that's going to be this probe, this one. I don't know exactly which one it is. It is probe 43, right? So we can agree that probe 43 is the only one hitting the signature, right? So let's analyze. I think this is really interesting because previously, in the previous map, the mechanics were really obvious. If there's one probe hitting it, you get like a sphere. If there's two probes hitting it, you get like a little circle in the middle of the two probes. And then when there's three hitting it, you get like the double dot, right? So here, we actually get a pretty funky phenomenon. Look at that. All right, let's just deactivate this, and then we have this one probe. Look, so it actually this is terrible. It's actually telling me that the signature is somewhere in this circle, but it is not. It's right there. It's there, and I can prove it to you. Let me do that. Let me do just that. Let me activate this. Sorry for the Skype right there. And let's just center our probes on that just to prove to you that actually I am hitting the probe for sure. I mean that particular bookmark is hitting the signature. So let's do that. Let's center our probes on it as good as we can. Again, you cannot, I guess you can turn off the probe things. Let's do that. Alright. That's another thing in the previous video. I was really bothered about all these markers, all these round markers, but you can actually turn those off, so that's a plus, but that doesn't solve the problem. Because sometimes I want this corporation location to be there. I want to see that, and if I want to drag on that, it shouldn't drag that. It should just, you know, drag the handle like I've done like I've said in the previous video. I mean, you can turn them off, but that's not a solution, guys. Come on. That's my current location. So let's just do the scan and show you that this is actually the signature AMT. That it says that it's in the sphere, but it's actually right there. So the scan you could say scan deviation, but that's, I mean, that's pretty serious scan deviation. So AMT right there. See, it's right there, and it told me before that was somewhere here, which is serious scan deviation. That's just not good. In the previous system, it was a lot clearer where it actually was. It would actually show you truthfully, like it's somewhere in this sphere. Like it could be like a little bit off, but not that much. I mean, the scan deviation in the new map is so much bigger. It's unbelievable. All right, so let's go back to the system. It's wow. It's just weird that they would change it so much to make it that much harder to scan. I don't know why they would do that. Even for experienced scanners, I mean, they're gonna assume that in that circle, I mean, thereabouts, the signature is gonna be, but it's not there. It's simply not there. So let's launch probes again, So let's do another experiment here. Let's try and do... okay, press Alt again. That's so stupid. I mean, the movement handle should be there immediately, frankly, but... let's try and do 2 probes, right? If you have 2 probes, let me just show you here. Let me find 2 good probes. Doesn't really matter, right? If you have 2 probes, basically if there's a signature in, like here for example, then it's in the previous system it showed a circle right here in the middle. So it would like be a circle just like that. So it will show you that it's actually the signature is somewhere in between these 2 probes. That's what the function of the, I mean, that's how you could see in the previous system how it went. So let's see how it goes here. So I'm going to center 2 probes, this one and this one, on the signature, right? Let's see which ones those are. That's 52 and 56. So let me verify that for you. 52 and 56, right? Those 2 are hitting the signature pretty clearly. So let's activate and let's analyze again. And let's see what that does. I've tried this once and it gave me like a little circle, but again, nowhere near where these probes were, and much smaller. It's in an entirely different spot. So now actually it's a little bit different. Let's see. It was this probe 56, and which one was the other one? 56 and 52, right? Yeah, exactly. Okay. So let's see what this did. It gave me a circle like this, which is again, it's different than what it was before, right? Because before you had a circle like this, and it was going all the way like that, right? So it's a little bit different. I don't know why they would change the circle mechanic like that, because usually, I mean, it wasn't the proximity of that or in between it, and now it's like on the side right there, as you see. It's a little bit weird, in my opinion. Alright, so let's jump back into the other system, and now let's do the 3 probes, right? Before we would give you the double dot, but it seems just very inconsistent in what it does. Like I told you, like I've tried it before, and then it was a circle in an entirely different spot, so it's not consistent at all, which is very, very confusing. Especially if you scan a lot, it's just annoying. Like, why would they change so much about the mechanics? I agree, it should have been updated, right? I mean, it definitely needed a refreshing, but completely changing the mechanics for the worse. I mean, at least in my opinion, of course. All right, so this is a classic spot for having 3 probes in the same spot, right? So let's make sure they're all hitting it. The signature is actually a little bit below the bookmark. So let's see. Alright, it seems like maybe a little bit there. Alright, now definitely 3 probes are hitting it, right? So that's 3 probes. So this should, in the previous system, give me the double dots, right? And you have to take the furthest one. Let's see what that does here. Okay. So it was this signature, right? AMT, or I guess AMT. AMT was the one we were looking for. So it gave me a circle, which is kind of weird because 3 probes are hitting it, not 2. It's not in between 2 probes at all. It seems kind of random for some reason. It's a lot smaller, but if we decide to focus on that, right, we would do that, and then we wouldn't hit the signature. Like, I would do that. If I saw something like this, I would do that. I would put my probes right on that. I mean, it should be perfect. I mean, the surrounding probes should make up for the deviation, right? And this, yeah, it's just completely like not in the scan range. It seems like my probe formation has changed a slight bit, but nothing too drastic. So I mean, it should still give a pretty decent approximation. So again, like now it's like 0%. Didn't find it. So I mean, it's annoying. I know it's right there, but it's just an inaccurate piece of crap right now, the scanning system. So before it was a lot more accurate. I don't know why they changed the circle and the interface so much. Why would they do that? See? Now bam, I have it. So yeah, a lot more scan deviation for some reason. I don't really see why they would do that. So yeah, I really wanted to do some scanning science for you guys, just to show you how much different it actually is, and trying to speculate with you guys why they would do it, what you think they should improve. I mean, what could they do better about this to improve it more and make it more like an accurate system for scanning, and not make it completely inaccurate and weird. So there you go. Just wanted to make this quick video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.